When it comes to boosting your fertility, I'm sure that you already know that one of the most important nutrients is folate. Folate is obviously really important for reducing your risk of neural tube defects. But did you know that folate, being a water-soluble vitamin, breaks down really quickly? That means that the folate in things like cooked foods and foods that have been sitting on the supermarket shelves have a lot less folate in them than fresh foods, which is why one of my favourite food sources when it comes to boosting your folate intake is a fertility juice. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you how to make one. Hi, my name's Melanie McGrice and I'm a fertility and prenatal dietitian. Now, I'm sure that you already know about the important benefits of folate. Folate is a water-soluble vitamin. That means that it breaks down really quickly. Now, some of the best sources of folate in our diet are green leafy vegetables, some types of fruits and whole grains. But if you are buying a juice from the supermarket, you'll find that they often actually have to add in artificial extra folic acid because the natural folate degrades over time, which is why I love a fresh folate-rich fertility juice, which is what we're going to make today. So let's get started. So I've got my little blender here. And really, it's just about throwing together some quick and easy folate-rich ingredients. So first of all, I've got some baby spinach. So I like to add in about a cup of baby spinach. Now, baby spinach is super high in folate. Obviously, you can cook it. You can cook spinach, but again, having it as a juice is a great way to get the fresh folate out of that baby spinach. So it also is really rich in antioxidants, which all of these natural foods are. In fact, the more plant-based foods that you can have in your diet, the more antioxidants you're actually going to be giving your body and the better for optimizing your fertility. So we've got about a cup of our baby spinach. Next, I'm going to pop in some celery. So celery again is a good source of folate. So how I've chosen these particular foods are because they're all super rich in folate. So I just like to cut this up a little bit. So celery is also a really good source of fibre. And I do like to just cut it up a bit. If you've got a really powerful blender, you could probably just throw it in as is. But I always think that it's helpful just to chop it up roughly. Then I just want to put in a few mint leaves. Now again, great source of both folate and our antioxidants, but the mint also adds some beautiful flavour and freshness to our fertility juice, and just smells so divine. Now, when it comes to having your fertility juice, I'd recommend having one of these a day for about the 3 months of the lead up to conception. And then also through that first trimester of pregnancy when you're at highest risk of having neural tube defects. So we popped our mint in. The next ingredient is some garlic. Now, garlic is and again, smells just divine. Garlic is really rich in an antioxidant called glutathione. And again, we know that antioxidants, and particularly this glutathione, are great for boosting our fertility. So it really helps to get your oxygen flowing around your body and sending a whole lot of nutrients to our eggs or sperm. This is great for the men too. Finally, I'm going to add in an orange. So depending upon your blender, you can actually add in the rind if you want to. Instead of an orange, you could also add in some lime or lemon. But again, you know, I was mentioning that some fruits are really rich in folate. Well, orange is one of the richest fruit sources of folate, so that's why I like to add some orange into this fertility juice. The other thing is that it also adds tongue twister. It also adds some sweetness to our juice. So yeah, in terms of this, as I was saying, I'd recommend having one a day. And what you might want to do, I'm just going to add in about half an orange. And what you might want to do is either have it for brekkie with, I'd recommend with a bowl of oats, is a great start to the day because the oats are very low glycemic index, and being a juice, it is a little bit on the higher glycemic index side. So particularly if you have to be careful of your blood glucose levels, that's kind of the one downside of a fertility juice. So I'm just chopping up my orange here and pop that in. So have it with a bowl of oats, and with that you can have it on a daily basis, or you can have it in the afternoon, and again match it with something that is low GI. So for example, have it with a tub of yogurt and then have your fertility juice. So I've got everything in there. Now I'm just going to add in a little bit of ice and about a cup of water so that it's nice and cold, and this just helps it to blend up a little bit better as well. So, making a mess. So we'll add that in there. And then we'll give it a blitz. So my cord doesn't quite reach there. So we'll give it a blitz. And then you're right to drink it. So you can see that it only takes seconds to make, and you do want to make it fresh so that you get as much folate as possible. So cheers, enjoy your fertility juice on a daily basis, and please let me know in the comments below how you enjoyed your fertility juice, if you made any little tweaks or changes, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe so that you get access to my weekly videos. Oh, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you download my free fertility meal plan. Just go to www.melaniemcgrice.com/fertility, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Okay, so let's go again.